bric-a-brac. Oh, and the records. Oh, I know a little girl that would like that. Don't you, aunties? £1. Oh, it's tempting. You alright in there? It's a bit warm in here, isn't it? Let's pull your hat up. It's got some new sunnies on. I don't think we're getting glass today. Although that is nice, isn't it? That little tiny cake stand. That is adorable. It's a nice lady's dress. There we go. Let's have a look, see what bric-a-brac they've got. I always like to look in these things because you never know what you can find that you don't have. These all look in really good condition as well. The pasta ones I don't have. These are like salad ones. What's this one? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me. No, it's always a good idea. Oh, writing paper, £1. Very nice writing paper. It's always a good idea to look in the charity shops because you never know what you're going to find, and you have all encouraged me to look in more charity shops. Because I had a really bad time when I was a while back with PTSD and a nervous breakdown about buying anything secondhand. I had a really bad time with that. Painted by the mouth. Look at the back of that. Painted with the mouth. Mouth and foot painting artists. It's a print of it. Wow. But yes, you've helped me so much, and you've helped me so much that I can't stop going in them now. Thanks for looking after the house. Thanks for looking after the dog. Oh, postcards, guys. Postcards. Yeah. They're all the same. They're all the same. Devon. Handmade cards. There's a lot of us that do handmade cards, isn't there? Oh, they're sweet. Oh, look at them. Aren't they cute? No. God, these are old. Because I remember these cards. These are like old cards. These big cards. Like from the 90s. Beer. Oh look, they're magnets. Beer's a nice place to go as well. These are the sort of places I've been going since I was little. Yes, there's some dogs outside. Oh, true love. This is neat. It's a neat little container. Playing cards, always good for holidays. Oh, look at these little tiny ones. Yellowstone, what are they doing here? That's in America. Oh, look at those little ladies. Oh, these are Lilliput lanes. Wow. I've got one of those in memory of John. Look at the piggy. I love minis. Wow. Oh, look at this. Teddy Bear Lovers photograph album. Let's have a look at that. Oh, look. Sorry?
think it was a real baby's hand when I looked.
He's a therapy doll.
Oh my goodness, they look real.
When you look like that, you do. My God,
look well, we were real.
Yeah, he's my therapy doll. He helps me to come out. Well, I've got quite a few, and they all help in different ways.
Oh, really?
I was abused in that things, and I was fostered as a child. So now, as an adult, these things are. You didn't deal with it back then. You were just told to shut up and get on with it.
I know.
It really looks so real.
Yeah.
What's on that?
His name is Toby. No, they don't do anything like that. No, they just. It just helps me get out.
I know, the little face looks really.
I'll show you his eyes.
Oh my goodness. Oh, how sweet.
You can't stop. You can't not look at him and smile. See, so that's how it makes me.
I know.
And then I've got baby ones that you can't help but want to rock and things like that.
Oh, that's so cute.
So yeah.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Little glasses,
Definitely. I had a nervous breakdown 6 years ago, and before that I was a teacher and everything. I never would have ever thought about an adult having dolls.
But
But it has been the best.
Not as good as that. And everything.
Yeah.
The little legs look so real.
I know. He's got little veins in his legs.
Yeah.
Little nose.
I know.
They are made out of vinyl, and then they're made out of clay first, and then they're coated in the vinyl.
So lifelike.
And then they are hand painted, and so everyone is different.
He reminds me of my granddaughter. She's now 23. But she used to go to nursery about that age, like that, with her sunglasses on.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And I've got 3 daughters, and I've lost 4 boys. I miscarried 4 boys. I got 3 daughters. Very, very, very lucky. But now they've grown up. They helped me at the time as well, because I could distract everything in my mind with my daughters. And then once my daughters left home, it's like, where do I distract my mind to now?
I know that feeling.
Yeah, and then it became even more. It became worse. My dad died, our house got flooded, and I had a nervous breakdown. And everything happened at the same time.
Yeah.
So then I started therapy, and my counsellor said about having therapy to talk to the child that had been abandoned as a 6-week-old, and we started, and that's how it's developed into this. And through this, I've met so many lovely, lovely ladies.
Yeah.
And ladies that can't have children, it's just...
Well, I had peritonitis when I was about 19, 20. I had my appendix, I had peritonitis, and I had 2 ectopic pregnancies. And then I couldn't have any children, but I got 2 adopted boys, and one's 54, and the other one's 50.
Congratulations, because my eldest daughter is in a same-sex marriage. She is just about to go, well, she didn't catch this month, so she's going through the process of having, paid for the sperm. She's got her eggs, but the first month she didn't catch, so it's a journey, isn't it?
Yes.
And
Well, I was lucky. I was pregnant and had to have the second ectopic pregnancy. But then I applied to the adoption society. My husband now.
Fantastic.
And so Mark is exactly the same age as if I'd had that child.
Oh, that is amazing and wonderful. I'm so happy
I
to hear
can't
that
get
for
over
you.
it. I want to pick him up and give him back.
I know, and that's how it lifts my heart.
I know.
That's how they lift my heart.
Oh, good for you.
And then, when you don't want people, you do try and cover them up.
Yeah,
because
the legs look so real.
Yeah.
They do. They absolutely do.
Thank you very much, ladies.
Oh, good for you.
Thank you very much.
I would just think that was a little kiddie smile.
Yeah.
And I'd probably say, look at his little smile.
Yeah, you probably would, wouldn't you? Thank you very
because
much,
they don't
ladies.
They don't all smile.
No, they don't. Some people like the criers, and I...
No.
That stressed me out.
Just keep it.
Yeah, it stressed me out.
Yeah, too. Thank you very much, ladies. You're coming in here to have a look. I'm always looking for the knickknacks, seeing what I can find.
I look for things for my garden, and I got a little fish, and I loved it.
Oh, that is lovely. Yeah. Oh my my God, when the sun comes on that, that's going to be beautiful.
Yeah, I like just things in the
I
garden.
know, my husband doesn't, I do.
No, mine don't.
But he still has to put them up for me.
He says our garden looks like Disney World. And I said, well, I'll start charging people to come in.
Absolutely.
I don't know what that's supposed to be, do you?
No.
Funny little thing. I quite like.
Well, you might be a bit like me and like the funny little things. I like the funny little things.
Yeah.
There's a card here painted by somebody by mouth. That's a print of somebody who's painted. Painted, yeah. It comes from published by the Mouth and Foot painting artist, and this one was painted by the mouth. Well, it's a copy, but it was painted.
Well, in that heat.
How clever is that? Better than I could do with my hands. Yeah, me too. Me too. Oh, me too. Oh, toys. You seeing the toys here? Yes, lots and lots of toys here for you, Toby, and your brothers and sisters. Oh no, who's going to love that? We're not taking that home. Let's see what we've got here. These batteries. All about me, my thoughts, my style, my life. Oh, that's cute. So as I'm walking back to the car now, you heard those ladies? I hope I got all of that on camera. Those listened to, I don't think I filmed anybody because I had the camera, but I did have the camera down so we could hear their voices. I don't like asking people for that, if I can film their reactions and stuff like that, and then videoing the person. I don't like doing that. But I was in that charity shop and they just stopped and started talking about Toby, and it was really nice. And I've certainly developed in my maturity in the goodness knows 7-8 years I've had reborns, because I think sometimes I just have to read the situation, and I don't know, it's kind of strange, you know. Sometimes you know the people that you can say the real truth to, and then there are other people that you just want to tell to, yeah, you know, the ones that laugh and giggle. Actually, the ones that laugh and giggle make me the most cross, so I do get cross and mouthy usually when I'm with somebody else, because I just feel like there's no need for it. There's no need for rudeness. Yeah, people don't understand, and even as a part of me, you know, I have multiple personalities. So a part of me is like goes, oh, I'm not taking out the fucking dolls again, are we? Hello. And all the rest of me are like, yeah. So, you know what? I completely get it. And years ago when I was teaching, so maybe like 15 years ago, I never thought for 1 second that I would be in my 50s pushing around a doll in a real pushchair. Oh my goodness. No, I never ever thought that. But anyway, it was really, really nice to be with those ladies. I mean, I have got more open lately. I'll just say, you know, they are therapy. They are therapy. Because for me, they're not a collection. I don't collect dolls. You see down in Hillside what I actually collect, and that's just a load of crap stuff. I definitely don't collect the reborns. They are most definitely therapy dolls for me. And Toby has been just a light. The ladies were going, he just makes me smile, and wow. And one lady was like, I just want to pick him up. He looks like my granddaughter when she used to go to play school with the sunglasses on. They were absolutely enthralled with him. And so I am more open about the mental health aspect of it, because that really, really is what I take. I don't take them out for attention. You know, I make sure that I have the hoods, big hoods, that can cover the babies. I'm back to the car now. That'll have big hoods that can cover the babies. You know that. You've seen that. I mean, this one covers really well. And I don't... Do you know what? I've misled... Well, I think it must have broken last year because I can't find it. One of... a frame for the shades. The square sunshades. So if anybody knows where I can get one of those, I'm going to have to search tonight because I can't take... Oh, it's boiling in here. Let's just leave it open a minute. I can't take out my silver... Wayfarer because they have no hoods. But not only do they have no hoods, I do have a round parasol, but I just find they're not that good. And I like the long, the rectangle, not square, the rectangle ones. Little man, do you want to see little man? He's there, look. Oh my God, he just makes me smile so much. I'm so glad I got him. And I'm so glad that Elliot's gone to his other mummy because he fits in there and he looks so happy. Yeah, so I can't take out the Wayfarer at the moment, which I would normally take out the Wayfarer on lovely sunny weather like this. But I actually don't know where that is. I wonder if the frame broke, because I did use it last year. So I've had a really good look in Hillside, and I just can't find it. I've had a look in the nursery when I was doing the Tidy Up Tuesday, and it wasn't in there either. So I'm at a loss, really, where that is. So I would take that one out. Christ. Oh my God. Caroline, night. So if I wanted to draw attention to my reborns, which I think is what Russ really thought I just want to go out and I want people to come up to me and go, oh, what have you got? You've got dolls in your pram. No. I keep trying to tell him that's not what it's about. It's for me. So today I've walked around. We've been down here 3 hours, 3.5 hours I think now. And I've walked around and I'm starting to get a bit out of breath now. Not out of breath, a bit catchy of the breath. And without the pushchair, I wouldn't be able to do that. I would have to have like a walking stick or one of those rollators. And you can't walk around somewhere like this with one of those. That's just hard work. Much harder work than taking a really sturdy pushchair and pushing a lovely little reborn in it. His little legs, the way they poke out, just look so cute. So, it's just, that is the reason. And so there's that reason, like for mobility. And another reason is for mental health, because I know it doesn't always come across on the camera, but I do get very, very anxious, and there are days when I just sit indoors, do nothing, curl up in a corner and colour. And sometimes I really have to push myself to go out. Now, obviously, I have mental health issues because I see a counsellor on a Tuesday, so that goes without saying. But it encourages me, it helps me. I don't know what it is, it just because I also have YouTube, and I have so many friends through YouTube, and friends pre-YouTube, pre-me going onto YouTube, that are really encouraging. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do a video today, and that helps me to get out as well. Does that make sense? So it's quite a lot of, it's a really big mental health reason and a practical physical reason that I bring a pram out and bring a reborn. And they're just so cute to look at. They don't scream. They don't beg for ice creams. They don't cry because it's too hot. I could sit on the beach and just play and with the stones, and there are people around me whose kids were screaming and that, and I was thinking, gosh, I've been there, done that. Thank God I don't have to wear the t-shirt anymore. Although I really miss my children. And that's another thing that because of all the issues that I had as a child, I spent my whole life being busy, so I didn't have to think about that. And with my girls, when they were young, I also didn't have to think about it because I was always doing stuff with the girls. I went to university when I had 3 children. I got my teaching degree when I had 3 children. I got my master's degree when I had 3 children, as well as doing all the mum things with my children, for my children, like you do, and housewife things like you do. I was the one who organised the money and all of that as well. I was the main breadwinner. Excuse me. And so I kept my mind constantly busy. But guys, that is not the right thing to do. Because then what happens is you could do what I do and end up having a nervous breakdown. I call it my brain fart. And it just happened. It just happened. Over a few days. And that was it. It was give up work or spend some time somewhere recuperating. So I gave up work, and it's took me a long time to accept that I'm no longer doing the job I always wanted to do, which was teaching. It's taken me a long time to accept that. I loved that job. And thinking about my girls and what their life was like, because I had fibro and chronic fatigue when they were little, and that's all because of what happened to me as a child. I also didn't tell anybody until I had my 3rd daughter, when I had really bad postnatal depression, or what is it called now? Psychosis, postpartum psychosis. So I had a lot of things, and now that when my children left, it was just like, oh, and then I gave up work. It's like, oh, who am I? What do I do now? And it took me a long time. Through counselling has been the biggest help. And for my counsellor to me, well, mainly her to talk about finding something to talk to the inner child that's in me. It feels abandoned and stuff from being little. The inner baby, if you like. And that's where we got Annie. Well, we didn't get Annie first. We got this Tiny Tears, but the cheaper version, that still 1970s Palatoy, but she was the cheap version at the time of Tiny Tears. But that didn't work. So then I found Annie, and that's Annie's story. And I know some of you miss seeing the others. You miss seeing Timothy. He's still happy in the nursery. Don't worry. Each of my reborns have got a playlist. So if you want to get more of them, because you're not seeing them so much at the moment, because I'm focusing on getting Toby integrated really into our family, although he's settled in really well. You can see they've all got their own playlists. And usually when I do something like a week with Annie at Auntie Sheena's, then I don't do much with Annie then for a few weeks, because I've got the others who've been at home alone. And yes, to some of you that might sound crazy, but to me they all equally need their own time, like all my inner personalities, children need their own time, if that makes sense. Anyway, I think my car's cooled down now. So I'm going to leave that Reborn Therapy there. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate you all and your comments. I'm not very good at emailing, so when you email me, I'm really not very good, because that's a huge trigger for me from years when I was teaching. I had somebody that was just a nightmare on email. So email is kind of I find it really hard. If you message me through Instagram or Facebook, that's probably easier for me to respond, because I don't have that same fear. PTSD sucks. But we have to live with it. We have to make the best and find the joy. And I found a joy at the seaside today. Yay! I hope you found some joy today. And I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.